No one saw it coming. A single fighter jet, a Swedish Gripen, performed a maneuver that left analysts scrambling for answers. The story is not simple. It is a mix of groundbreaking technology, battlefield claims, complex international politics. It begins with a single startling fact: a machine intelligence was at the controls. The Gripen E made headlines in 2025, forcing experts to ask a new set of questions. What did this aircraft truly accomplish? The answer reveals how quickly the nature of warfare is changing, blending human skill with the cold, fast logic of artificial intelligence in ways never seen before. The events of 2025 pushed the Gripen fighter into the global spotlight. It was not just one event, but several that captured attention. The story begins in late May 2025. A Saab JAS-39 Gripen E took off from an airbase in Sweden. From the ground, it looked like any other test flight, but inside the aircraft, something revolutionary was happening. There was no human co-pilot. Instead, an artificial intelligence agent named Centaur was integrated into the jet's mission systems. This experiment, known as Project Beyond, was a landmark moment. It was the first time an AI agent flew inside an operational frontline fighter jet and controlled key combat functions during a live flight, a significant step beyond previous simulations. Over the course of several flights between May 28th and June 3rd, 2025 Project Beyond pushed the boundaries of what was thought possible. The Centaur AI was not just a passive observer, it actively drove the jet through complex combat scenarios. The system managed beyond visual range engagements, which are air battles fought at distances where pilots cannot see their opponents. Centaur identified enemy targets, prioritized threats, and even cued missile shots for the human pilot to approve. This demonstrated a new level of human-machine collaboration in a high-stress, real-world environment. One of the most critical parts of the test involved pitting the AI-assisted Gripen E against a manned Gripen D fighter. In these mock dogfights, Centaur tested tactical maneuvers. The artificial intelligence at the heart of Project Beyond is named Centaur. Developed by the German technology company Helsing, Centaur is not designed to fly the plane itself. Instead, it acts as a non-human co-pilot, a ghost in the machine focused entirely on the mission. Its purpose is to process vast amounts of sensor data, identify threats, and recommend tactical actions faster than any human ever could. It analyzes information from the Gripen's radar, electronic warfare sensors, and data links to build a complete picture of the battlefield in real time. Saab's claim about the system's learning capability is astounding. The company stated that the AI system was able to compress the equivalent of 50 pilot years of training experience into just a few hours of simulation. This was achieved by running the AI through countless virtual combat scenarios, allowing it to learn, adapt, and refine its tactical decision-making at an accelerated rate. The Gripen E that flew with the Centaur AI is not merely an upgrade of its predecessors. In many respects, it is a completely new aircraft. Saab has fundamentally rebuilt the airframe to meet the demands of future warfare. The designers focused on what modern combat requires: superior survivability, longer range, more powerful sensors, seamless collaboration between aircraft designed from the ground up to be a node in a network, built to fight smart in a complex, data-rich environment. On October 20th, 2025, the Swedish Air Force received its first Gripen E, marking a new era for the service. One major change: an advanced electronic warfare suite. The Gripen E is covered with more than 40 sensor apertures, creating a spherical bubble of awareness around the jet. The system provides 360-degree missile approach, warning target acquisition identification. For nearly 3 decades, the Gripen fighter served in the air forces of 6 different nations from Sweden to Brazil. It was respected as a capable and cost-effective multi-role aircraft, a guardian of the skies in peacetime. Yet despite its long service history, the Gripen had never dropped a weapon in an active combat mission. That changed in the summer of 2025. On July 26th, as artillery fire escalated along the Thai-Cambodian border near the historic Ta Muan Thom Temple, the Royal Thai Air Force made a critical decision. It was time to send in the Gripens. The RTAF deployed its Gripen CD fighters to conduct targeted strikes against Cambodian artillery positions dug in near the Pu Ma Kwa Ridge. According to reports, the sorties were precise and calculated, designed to neutralize the threat with minimal collateral damage. For the first time in its 37-year history, from its first flight to this moment, the Swedish-built jet was used in its intended role as a battlefield weapon. This event marked a significant milestone. The Gripen E is a marvel of Swedish engineering, but it has an American heart. The aircraft is powered by the General Electric F414 GE39E engine, the very same engine family that powers the United States Navy's FA-18 Super Hornet. Because this critical component is manufactured in the United States, it is subject to strict American export control laws. This seemingly small detail has enormous geopolitical consequences. It effectively gives Washington a veto over any sale to any country at any time. It is a powerful lever of control that the United States has not been afraid to use. This political reality came into sharp focus in early 2025. The nation of Colombia was on the verge of finalizing a deal to acquire a fleet of Gripen E fighters. Saab's offer was compelling. The aircraft was cost-effective, technically superior for Colombia's operational needs, came with a generous technology transfer package. The Gripen seemed like the perfect fit for the Colombian Air Force. However, as the deal approached the finish line, rumors began to circulate that the United States might exercise its veto power and block the sale of the GE engines, effectively killing the entire deal. The American veto power creates a significant challenge for Saab and for countries wishing to maintain an independent foreign policy. Nations that choose the Gripen must consider that their ability to acquire and maintain their fighter fleet is dependent on the political goodwill of the United States. It forces potential customers to weigh the technical superiority and cost-effectiveness of the Gripen. The events of 2025 have pushed the Gripen E to the forefront of military aviation, but they also raise profound questions about the future of air power itself. The successful flight of the Centaur AI in an operational fighter jet is a milestone. It proves that real-time, AI-driven decision support is no longer science fiction. But it also opens a Pandora's box of strategic and ethical dilemmas. How will pilots and AI agents truly collaborate in the chaos of war? Who is ultimately responsible when an AI-guided system makes a mistake? These are no longer theoretical questions. They are urgent policy debates for every nation. The story of the Gripen is a case study in the modern fighter jet. These machines are no longer just platforms of metal and engines. They are flying supercomputers. They are defined by their software, their sensors, and their ability to network with other assets. The nation that masters the code, the data fusion, and the electronic warfare that protects it all may gain a decisive edge. However, this reliance on software and data networks also introduces new vulnerabilities. A system that can be updated with an app can also potentially be hacked, jammed, or deceived, making electronic resilience more critical than ever before. Furthermore, the Gripen story illustrates the inescapable link between technology and geopolitics. The United States export veto on the Gripen's engine shows that access to the most advanced military technology is still controlled by a handful of global powers. Can smaller nations truly achieve strategic autonomy when their most critical defense systems depend on foreign components? Will this dynamic encourage countries to invest in developing their own domestic defense industries, even at a much higher cost? The answers will shape the alliances and power balances of the coming decades as nations navigate this complex landscape. For now, the Gripen's impossible move remains a tantalizing glimpse of the future. The tests showed what is possible, but they also revealed how much we still have to learn and control. The world watched a machine intelligence assist a pilot in a real fighter, saw the aircraft claim its first combat mission, and observed the political forces that constrain its reach. the Gripen is no longer just a Swedish fighter. It is a symbol of a new era in warfare, one defined by the uncertain partnership between man and machine. The crucial question that remains is not what this technology can do, but how humanity will choose to use it.